Stash
like you do every night,
cherry,
basically, nowadays.
Did
you yell at me last night?
Amouranth's situation is more than crazy. Recently, she was streaming with her husband. Yeah, he exists. Sorry to break your dreams, chronically online gooners. First it was kinda chill, but then it spiraled into chaos.
I'm a fat overfuck with a
Amouranth crying and screaming hysterically at her husband, him fighting back, and even goddamn police was called at the end of the day. Some insane allegations were brought up, like allegedly her husband forced her to do OnlyFries and some other stuff. Like, it's crazy, alright? It's kind of massive. So today we're gonna break it down. And if you don't know who Amouranth is, she's an OnlyFries Twitch streamer. Maybe you remember her from her hot tub streams, and I think she even sold bathwater at some point. Yeah, it's one of those. So basically what happened is pure chain reaction of dominoes. I don't mean pizza, I mean like those little breaks that fall, you know what I mean. That went more and more violent after each fallen break. If you are unemployed, then you probably remember like a month ago, Amouranth was getting robbed by 3 masked men demanding money and cryptocurrency, probably some Pepe coin. I saw it was going up recently. The whole situation was wild, it was crazy, it was all over Twitter, that unemployed God forbidden platform. And her husband bravely saved her life. What a cool guy.
Security video shows Caitlin leading the armed robbers to the other building where Nick is waiting, lights out at the top of the stairs. Caitlin leads them right to him.
When she turned the corner, I said, duck, and then, get down.
Nick fires 2 or 3 shots, hitting one of the men, and they flee. Houston police arrive a short time later and secure the property.
I'm going to set the bail in each of these cases at $50,000.
This week, police made an arrest. Brian Salazar Guerrero has been charged with aggravated robbery and aggravated kidnapping. Prosecutors say he confessed to being the getaway driver for the attackers. The other 3 still haven't been caught.
My whole life I've had nightmares like this, so.
The couple is stepping up their security with armed guards outside of their home now, but even still, they say they aren't able to sleep in peace. They're grateful, though. They both were able to stay calm and think quickly that night. They say what happened is nothing short of a miracle.
From that moment, Amouranth's husband was revealed to her fans. Which brings us to a recent stream where she had not so private mental breakdown with her husband. Which is apparently the same husband who forced her to do OnlyFries. They broke up and then they got together again. Yeah, that's not so surprising, but okay, whatever. I'm not gonna torture you with that 12-hour VOD of the stream. At first it was kind of chill, then the guy started to whine about a dog or something, like he doesn't like to take him on a walks or something, he doesn't like to do chores, yada yada. Then Amouranth said that he's bad husband and yada yada. It kind of spiraled into them just screaming at each other, and Amouranth even accused her husband of planning a murder. What am I even reading?
When this fight started till now as today, you said you were unhappy long before I ever said, you know what, I could see it if you did want me killed. I could see that. You said you were unhappy before, so you're not trying to act
I
like
say I'm
me
unhappy
assuming
and
that
that
is
means
the
I have you
reason.
plotted to kill?
No! It's me thinking about all the shitty things you say to me. Like the last time we argued, you said, I wish I hadn't saved you so you wouldn't be attached to me.
Saved her life. But maybe I was actually plotting.
Yeah, so you're threatening to divorce the woman that you claimed to love so much that you saved.
If I was plotting, I wouldn't divorce you because then I wouldn't get anything.
You want,
making no sense.
well, you prefer a financial split, though. You want financial
Which means I definitely
split
don't
or
get
divorce.
anything. Because it's outlined. Look, right now, if we get a divorce and you die, your parents get your half. If we're together and you die, I get it. So then I would never say that if I was trying to have you killed!
Amouranth is straight up psycho in this situation. Plotting a murder after he saved your life is something that even I'm not high enough to understand. Just imagine this situation. Hey man, thank you for saving my life yesterday by risking your own life, but I think you low-key wanna get me killed. Even though you could have just not saved me and, you know, whatever. I'm gonna cry about it for 12 hours on the stream. Like, what even is this? And that's basically the whole vibe I'm getting here. I don't wanna come out like a moron, but I have absolutely no intentions to believe anything said said during the 12-hour-long stream. And if you remember, she used to lie in the past like bunch of times. She knows how it works, and this whole stream just looked like a kindergarten, okay? It makes no sense. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know, it just felt off, okay? And I spotted zero logical sense overall. Amouranth seems so fake at this point, grabbing every dirt she can and pushes the crowds watching while hysterical crying.
You're fucking crazy. Why are you moving so fast?
I canalized
Fucking schizophrenic. You're dangerous for society.
someone to lie about me calling her senseless, and so I deserve to have
Reservoir just tipped $1.
You see,
I'm a fat
I'm not
overfed with a I eat burgers until my butt bleeds. I'm secretly dating a community member
yelling at me,
while
I guess.
blood
I
runs
mean,
down.
You won't leave! You won't shut up!
I'm
what
talking-
did I do? The cops won't help me!
I'm
No
talking
one
in
can
room
help me!
Destiny little Steve
I'm talking in a room
just
temperature
tipped
voice.
$1.
You're yelling at me like you do
Stasha,
every night,
Cherry,
basically nowadays.
Melina, Pixie.
Did you yell at me last night?
Baby.
It feels like this dude just wants to make an end to it just by being a normal human being, while Amouranth forces the stream to be running at any cost and ends up with Amouranth calling the police.
That's fine.
Regardless.
I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well,
in my
then
face.
leave. I'm not gonna follow you.
So you're literally just gonna be super defiant, is that right?
Shit. Talk about problems. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Including
Leave.
my
You
face.
can move. You can
Dude,
go away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera
The
view
fuck,
to me.
bro? What is wrong with you? You got. Yeah. Yeah, we're live.
I'm sorry for any ear owners who had to go through this, especially to my editor. Sorry, man, dude. No, I'm really sorry. But yeah, it's not the easiest watch here, even though I think it's fake, but whatever. Maybe not. Who am I to tell? I'm just a frog. What do I know? It's not the first time she called the police, by the way. From what I've seen, her husband is kind of chill guy that was just put into this situation he doesn't like. Of course, there must be plenty of things happening off stream, but some people are just not used to act in front of a camera, and it's just unimaginable for them. On the other hand, they're both kind of unstable. Even though her husband doesn't like to be on camera, he's pulling some dirt just like Amouranth does.
Can we talk about you kissing black men while we're married?
That is not even true. I was.
Were you-
Oh my god.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that.
We can talk about that, sure.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You had me go on Tinder dates that I didn't want to go on, and then you started calling me while we were at the
And
karaoke
then
bar
you
a lot.
asked me if you could have an open relationship.
That is no.
Oh, you didn't?
You were wanting an open
No, did you?
relationship.
Did you ask that? Okay, maybe I will sleep with Aaron. Did we? Did we say
No,
that?
that is
never?
not-
You
no.
never asked that?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. We're gonna lie to your chat now. Okay.
We're
Sure,
literally
sure.
not lying.
And you didn't give him the hand job in the
I
parking
did
lot?
not.
Oh, okay.
Correct. I did
didn't
not do
drive
that.
up on you guys together. You giving him a hand job in the parking lot
Dude,
in Chinatown.
These men can't even find porn that would make us money of such sexual acts that you are claiming right now. Yet you're saying I would do it off stream for no
Silly.
money?
Yes.
You're
Oh my god, because porn stars never have sex off fucking.
I just want to point out here that I'm not a big fan of open relationships. Like, stuff he says is kind of wild for me, okay? I just can't imagine waking up thinking about what my fiance been doing last night. Ooh, who is this guy Tyrone who's messaging you? Wow, he looks kind of... Okay, whatever. You know, it's weird. Anyway, I would really love to take this seriously, but I just cannot. If you're wondering if any of this is real or staged, the answer is yes, it is. It's like entering underworld of streaming, where couples therapy is monetized, and crying gets more tips than Fortnite. It reminds me of Gordon Ramsay's worst nightmares in the kitchen, and her husband even responded to all this.
Negative comments, right? Endless negative comments. It didn't affect me. Like, I've always heard streamers say, and you know, she's always told me, oh, you know, eventually eats at you. Eventually it eats at you. Maybe that's true. We'll find out. But for now, it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't. Like, I can read it and smile, right? It's not that I don't register it. It's just that, like, I don't know. Like, oh, wow, there's a person in the world that doesn't like me. Like, so? Right? Like, there's probably a lot of those. it's fine. Okay? Let them say their shit. You know, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm more of complaining about you being a horrible husband, and once you show up, you end up calling the police and yelling at each other on live stream, which changes your life from now on. But yeah, it's fine. Sure, buddy. If you will excuse me now, I need to touch some grass and bleach out my brain. So yeah, I love you, tadpoles. Is that cringe? I thought it was kind of cute, like those little froggy babies, you know? Whatever, let me know down in the comments. See you later. Mwah.